everybody, we're Diamond and Silk, coming to you from Studio 45 at Trump Tower in New York City.
Oh, yes. And we're sitting in for our beautiful friend, Lara Trump, while she's on maternity leave, with her beautiful new baby girl, Carolina Dorothy Trump.
Wow, the family is growing.
Yes,
Love
congratulations, Lara and Eric. Love you.
Well, it didn't take long, for those Democrats. You want to know how low will they go? Really low. Because now racism is the new Russia. Yes, the Democrats are portraying everyone as a white supremacist, even the president of the United States.
Well, they call us white supremacists, and we two black women.
Well, joining us is a civil rights leader, author, and our dear friend, Dr. Alveda King.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us, Dr. King.
Hello, Dr. King.
Ladies, I'm so glad to join you. You look beautiful today. We are happy for the new Trump grandbaby, the new Trump baby for Eric and Lara. And Carolina. Oh, that's a sweet name. So we're grateful. Yeah.
Amazing.
We are so grateful.
Amazing.
So listen, we see that the left is always spewing a narrative. They're always trying to spoon feed us a narrative. How organized is this pivot from Russia to racism?
Well, Diamond and Silk, the only thing that Russia and racism have in common is that they both begin with the letter R. But I'm beginning to see that the left will use anything they can. But the point that you really just made, how are they calling us white supremacists?
Yeah.
And our skin is brown. It's not making any sense. So they will grab at any straw. We're going to pray for them, though. You know my role. I'm going to keep praying, absolutely. But it is a little ludicrous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And when we look at the left and we see them, they continue to spin the racist. That's all they have. The race card. They play the sex card. They play the race card. They continue on and they continue on. And they think that this is going to get them elected.
Right. But you know why they continue to play those cards, right?
Why?
Because they have no solutions.
That's right.
That's right.
No platform.
If you don't have a platform, you have to accuse. What else can you do?
What else can you do?
That's right.
Well, the 2020 Democrats are also getting into the act. Take a look at this.
He's a man who cozies up to the white supremacists. He calls them fine fellows. He's talked about trying to get brown people and black people out of this country.
Their problem is their claims are always based on this Charlottesville hoax. It's a hoax.
It is.
Because what they keep saying happened did not happen.
Right.
They won't tell the truth. What do you think about that, Dr. King?
There's such a big difference between fact and fake news. And so Senator Warren is real good at spinning that. You might remember I said a while back she needs to stop playing that tired, old race card. She's good at it. Racism, calling anybody a racist. What happened in Charlottesville, they'll never report to you all the compassion and how the community turned out with prayers and assistance and help. You never see that. Fake news won't show you that. And so to just holler white supremacists, the president is cozying up to white supremacists. You know who really did cozy up to white supremacists? Margaret Sanger. She'd go around speaking at Ku Klux Klan rallies. Now, they're not going to tell you that. She really did. But President Trump really says this is America. We care about all people. I mean, you need to deal with people's hearts. Elizabeth Warren is very skilled at playing the race card. We know she's really good at that, but that's because she's not going to be able to offer anything substantive. So she'll stir up the opinions and the emotions. But the fact is, she's playing a race card because she doesn't have anything else to give to her.
Wow.
That's right.
Well, President Trump talked about the radical Democrats at his rally the other day. Take a look at this.
My administration is fighting to expand opportunity for citizens of every background and every race, religion, color, and creed. Very important. Because we are all Americans. We all share the same home. We all share the same heart. We all share the same dreams. We are all children of the same Almighty God. But at the very moment when our country should be coming together to enjoy these wonderful blessings, The radical Democrats are trying to tear America apart.
So, you know, Alveda, whenever I hear our president speak, I absolutely love our president, and I love the fact that he's about unity. So when you listen to him and look at what's going on in this country, who do you think is really responsible for dividing America?
There used to be a time in this country where they could work together, but the rabid Democrats today only know how to divide, to accuse, how to stir up emotions and opinions that are not based in fact. They don't know how to do anything else. That's the ones that are at the front. So, I mean, we maybe can assume that there are some even in the party that are not like that. I have some friends who are Democrats who are appalled by
exactly.
They don't know what to do. They said, that's not us. It's been hijacked. It's been taken over by the squad. I got in trouble because I think I said Jezebel-esque, and some of my own supporters said that was mean. Yeah. But I was saying, I just happened to be reading the Bible today, and they did something like Jezebel did for her husband and killed somebody and stole his property. I'm sorry. So, you know, they are coming out like that. And they don't sometimes they don't even let the people of good conscience in their own party have a voice. Didn't they run some people out of their party because some of their people were saying, we don't need to do these abortions? And they say, you cannot be a Democrat unless you agree with abortion.
But
well, they've taken over the party.
They certainly have.
They've taken over the squad has taken over the party.
Right.
They are the face of the Democrat Party.
Exactly. And then when I look at the Democrat Party, Alveda, with TDS is what I call it, Trump derangement syndrome for real.
Trump deranged syndrome,
Yes, exactly. It is. I mean, that's exactly what it is, because if you look at it, they always say that the conservatives and Republicans are doing this, this, and this, and we're being hateful and we're being that. But then when you look around, okay, you have a group called Antifa, okay? And I looked at the Democrat Party. Do you know they will not denounce Antifa, a group that goes out and intimidate people, throw urine on people, throw hammers on people? It's really destructive. And when I look at that, they said they won't even denounce. Democrats will not even denounce Antifa, and I wonder why.
And you know what? When you look at all of this here, back in the day, it was the KKK with white hoods. Why did we allow, or why did America or these liberals, why are they allowed to be out here in the white mask back in the day? Now today, it's the black mask as Antifa. This is crazy.
That's a no-no. I'm going to call a name of a black sister, Maxine Waters.
Wow.
Now, don't you remember that she went out and said, attack them in restaurants, in public, wherever they are, shame them, say mean and horrible things to them, yell at them. Now, if you're encouraging people to go out and do this.
That's right.
And that's exactly what the Democrats are doing. They want to blame us for being mean-spirited. Well, how mean-spirited is for one of the leaders who's elected to Congress to tell people to go out in public in restaurants and attack people? So then you found people at these restaurants begin to do nasty things to the food and all of that kind of thing. So you have to be very watchful. You really do.
You really, really do. Well, you know, when I look around and I see how the Democrats have really taken advantage of our black Americans, what would be your advice to black America when it comes down to this election, as far as them voting in their best interest?
What I say to our black folks is to do your homework. Look for facts, not fake news. There are really great reports over at whitehouse.gov, President Trump's accomplishments. They are there. So look for those accomplishments and do a little checklist. Is my life better here? Is my life better there? Is my life better here? And do the checklist. They don't want to do it. We mentioned the HBCUs. We mentioned the sanctity of life, caring about the babies in the womb once they get born. If they end up in jail, get them out of jail and put them back in school. Now, that's what the president really is doing.
That's right.
And he listened to the voice of the people, and that's what people don't understand. He pays attention, and he listened to the American people to get the job done. And when you look at these candidates that's running for president, that's Democrats, when you look at the Democrat Party, a lot of these people have been in office and government for years.
30, 40, 50 years.
President been in office for almost, is it going on 3 years?
Almost
3 years.
Yes.
He's managed to do more than all of these people have done within the past 300 and some years. And I say that because I combined all of their records together.
Yes.
And that's why we love them.
It's like their political experiences. If you take and combine all of the political experience together, it's over 397 years worth of experience combined. And President Trump only have had 2 to 3 years, and he's done more in that 2 to 3 years than 397 years worth of experience, baby.
Let me ask you this. Why is it that Congressman Elijah Cummings could say his community is infested?
Right.
Then if President Trump says, take a look at your community, there are problems there. They're infested with just things that need to be moved. Now, President Trump is a racist because he said it, but Elijah Cummings is not wrong for saying his community is infested.
But Elijah Cummings is wrong for being a congressman, taking $16 billion and not solving the problem.
And the president just said, well, what did you do with that? Why didn't you fix it?
Exactly.
See, they used to getting their kickbacks and their patty whacks. They used to skim it from the top and leaving everybody left at the bottom.
And the poor people don't get anything.
They get absolutely nothing.
But then you have this one president that calls it out, calls it like he sees it.
Yeah,
now the left want to get upset with him. Don't be upset with the president.
That's
it's time for these people to start doing their jobs, or they need to be voted out.
Do your job or go home. And we'll pray before you go home. Get on your knees, pray. And do all that, but let somebody in the office who's going to keep America great.
That's right. Especially if you've been given $16 billion in grant money, you could at least taken 20 of those dollars and bought some decon in order to kill those rats that's running around in your district. At least have some common sense to do that. You got rats running around. They're like generational rats. I say they're running around like puppies, Alveda. I don't know what's going on.
I'm serious. I've seen it in urban cities around. And it's right there where the people who, their Congress members have gone, we need to help our people, we need to do this, that, and the other. Then you go look, and they don't help them.
Yeah, it's like a hidden secret.
See some of the people really from those areas are writing out and crying out themselves now and saying, no, it really is bad, and we want to know what they're doing with the money.
Well, you know what? We really appreciate the President Donald J. Trump, for giving people the voice, giving people the hey, you can go head on, the will to speak out. Thank you so much for joining us, Alveda.
Yes,
we really appreciate it.
I love you.
We love you more.
Just keep doing what you're doing. God bless you. Yes, ma'am.
God bless you.
God bless you. Well, it looked like racism is the new Russia, but results are what really matters in Donald Trump's America.
That's real news for today. This is Diamond and Silk from Trump Tower in New York City. Thanks for joining us, everybody.